Hey everybody, it's old Watachi again. I'm going to try to make this quick. I got a couple things I want to throw at you. One thing I just found out this morning, they are already making arrests on people trying to enter public buildings in Florida that aren't wearing a mask. I did see a video where some people were trying to get into a meeting where they hadn't even made it mandatory mask wearing yet, but they're trying to get into the meeting and where they were supposed to be voting on it, and several of these people were arrested because they refused to wear the mask. Now that's just getting going, people. Up here in Ohio, they've already made it mandatory in several counties, which I'm sure it's going to spread from there. But the thing they're going to do with this is they're going to, okay, if these people ain't going to wear a mask, then they have to be tested. They're going to try, if you can't wear a mask, like me, I can't wear a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask. So even though they can't really stop me, they could try to arrest me and shit, but it ain't going to work. Because even the governors put exemptions in the mask wearing, mandatory mask wearing, for people who have health problems that can't wear them. So they're not going to be able to arrest me and shit. They can, people who own these businesses, now seeing how they're privately owned businesses, they don't have to let me on the property. I mean, they could tell me if I don't have a mask on, I can't come in their store. But public property, they cannot keep me off of. And that includes government buildings. Those are anywhere that's the public's good to go. I'm good to go without a mask. But there's a couple things you got to remember, people. These guys are going to get serious about this, and they're going to even play this game. I guarantee you they're going to start using your kids to get you to comply. And if you're not complying and you got a couple babies at the house or a couple of young kids, they will come to your house and tell you you are endangering your own kids by not wearing a mask, so we're taking your kids from you. It's already been talked about. I don't know if they've pulled that crap anywhere yet, but it's coming. Guarantee it. Another thing about all these statues and stuff being torn down. There's a man that told me he was in the military for quite a few years. I think he even retired from the military. But there was 2 countries that he was involved with going in on. And I won't tell you one of them, but I will tell you one of them was Iraq. He was in the very beginning of the Iraq War. And when they went into Baghdad and all them towns, one of the first things they did, because they wanted to make these people believe that it wasn't going to go back to the way it was. One of the first things they did when they rolled into town is they destroyed symbols, statues, paintings, whatever, on the side of buildings. The soldiers do that. Or they'll get the people in the town to do it for them, but they're not leaving there before those statues and stuff are taken down. That's what they do to conquered countries. But people, you can't get no more conquered than we are. Our flag's got the gold trim around it. Just look at them. They're all standing behind your representatives. They are going to lock us back down in our houses again. As soon as this weather starts cooling down, getting cold out, all you people's been wearing your mask will be getting sick from even colds. You'll be so sickly because your immune system isn't going to be worth a crap. And they know it. So then you're going to get to play another part of that coronavirus.
And you're going to get to be one of them that gets to help pass the lie on when you have to get tested and you allow it. They're going to find you positive, and then they're going to go after your family and all your friends. And then, eventually, like they're already talking about, in order for you to even go back to work, you got to get tested every day. Before you go to work, you have to go somewhere, get tested, and have a paper for that day that you've been tested that day in order to go back to work. That's their goals until they get the vaccine ready, the vaccine biometric chip ready. Now, once they get that ready, then it'll be, if you want to go back to work, you got to be fucking vaccinated, chipped. So you might as well just get ready for it, people. You're either going to go along to get along, or you're not going to enjoy life much after this summer. Guarantee it. If you're going to refuse the vaccination, if you're going to refuse the chip, if you're going to refuse, those two things alone is going to kill you. So if you're going to refuse those, you're going to have problems. They'll go after your money. They need you to consent. So they'll just keep going after whatever you have until they get the right thing, and your kids will be one of them. Another thing, last week I was in a little convenience store, and I bought something. I can't remember what it was. I had, I don't know, $3 and some change coming back from a $10 bill, maybe a pack of cigarettes or something. But this guy gave me a bunch of pennies and dimes and nickels because he didn't have no more change as far as bills and quarters and anything bigger than a nickel or bigger than a dime. So he handed me this big handful of change. Said he didn't know what was going on, but they didn't have no change. They was something about money. I just thought it was funny, whatever. There was a problem with the bank or something that day, no biggie. A couple days later, I go over, I got a big change jar that I fill up. I throw all my change in it. A couple times a year, I go over and cash it in at Walmart or somewhere where they got that Coinstar. Just pour it in, it counts it out, gives me the money, Well, I did that just a couple days ago. Went to the Walmart. They got a damn Walmart. Put a cover over the front of that machine. It was still plugged in, still looked like it worked, but they stopped anybody from using it. It had a sign on the coin thing that said, please go to the service desk. They'll help you there. So I went up to the service desk with my big jar of change, and I said, that machine said to bring it up here. And they go, yeah, we're running out of change around here, so we stopped the money from going in there, and just bring it straight to us, and you don't have to pay no extra to get it done. We give you the straight cash for it. And I said, well, what's going on? And they said they're running out of money. That's what a major, she was one of the main managers at the Walmart. They're running out of money, folks. Walmart is what she told me. Because if they had money in the bank, all they'd have to do is go to the bank and say, well, I need $10,000 worth of quarters, dimes, and nickels or whatever. And they could get it. But that's what she was telling me. They didn't have the money in the bank to get the change. So if somebody's looking to sell their change or have it turned into bills, they're going to do it for them because they can't go get any more change. So that kind of flipped me out. Now, I don't know if that's something that's going on everywhere. I know it's starting to go on here. There's meat shortages in these small restaurants, or even like McDonald's and stuff. They've even had shortages too. People, this stuff is going to start rolling here. We're already working to the middle of July. By the end of August, September, it'll be, with the way they're spraying around here anyway, shit, it'll probably be back in the 30s by the 1st of September. Because it was in the 30s all the way up till damn near June. Or no, it was June this year. We had 30 degrees most of the time up into almost June. Or no, it was May. That's right, May, not June. May. But I don't know, folks. Can't just keep doing the same thing we're doing and expect a different outcome. Nobody in D.C. is going to help us. They're not going to cut their own throats to give us back any control or anything, because they have it all right now. Why would they give any back? They got all the land, water. According to them, they own all the air, land, and water, food, everything inside the United States. So they have it all. What do you think they're going to give back? They can print money with any printing machine they can come across, keep making the dollar worth less. They keep adding trillions of dollars to the debt, national debt. They claim the stock market is rising. How could the stock market be rising when the bottom's falling out of everything else? I don't understand that. But the same thing did happen in the Great Depression, which we now know was all the elitists had pulled every bit of that Great Depression off. They were going to show people how much they could fuck with them, and they did. That shit didn't happen because of bad times falling on the world. They made the bad times happen on the world so they could get more control. People, I don't know, you better wake up. I see all these old people out here wearing these masks and all. It just reminds me, I'm going to start calling everybody the Walking Brain Dead, because it reminds me of the Walking Dead show. These people, these things just walking around with their mask on, don't know nothing. They don't know what's going on really. They watch TV, CNN and Fox News is all they got. They believe everything they hear on the TV. They are just walking brain dead. That's all it is. And I'm seeing these old people, they can barely even walk with a walker, probably in their late 70s, early 80s, trying to go into the store, get something to eat, and they have to fucking wear a mask on their face. Or they're being told to wear a mask on their face, and they're doing it. They're killing themselves. They're the walking brain dead, people. And if you're wearing one, you're a part of it. And you are a part of the devil's herd, because you won't even find out and look and research in mass to see how bad it's hurting you. You just put it on because of the people on CNN or Fox News tells you to put it on. I don't know. This will be the last time I talk about these masks, people. If you're going to be the walking brain dead, be the walking brain dead. I put out probably 6 videos on these masks and the reasons not to wear them. If you don't care, that's on you. May God bless us all, people, because we're going to need it. Good day.